Hello everybody, thanks again for watching. Nice of you to join me today. Today I want to make the last episode in my series about making a spruce forest. As you see, I've made different sizes of trees. They've got different thicknesses, different lengths. And also I've made these sort of young spruce. You see me do that in the last episode. And this episode I want to make trees on every skewer you see. So all those skewers have to be trees. I have to finish them still. They all have a top like this one, but no branches yet on the trunk. So I will finish first this sort of middle row of trees, do some finishing on them, and then plant the outside row on this side and do some finishes as well. So a nice episode to look forward to. Let's go to the workbench. Now then, this is our tree, well, the top of it. I've mounted it on a trunk. The trunk has been roughed up a bit, as you can see. Let's see what the autofocus does, yeah. And it's been painted. I have mounted it on a piece of foam for now, so that I can work on it. And it is on a piece of double-sided tape, so it's nice and firm. For a branch I need about 20 centimeters of wire. I loop it like this, and then I loop it again, and then I loop it again like this. Now normally I super glue this because the connections get a lot firmer then, but now for this demonstration I will just cut them. And what I do is I straighten the branches. So you see, from every loop you get sort of 3 branches. Well, from this loop obviously you get 2, and from this one as well. So now I have, let's get my pliers. Now I have a branch with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ends. Well, now I have to do some shaping to make it sort of a nice looking branch. And well, there you go. That's sort of a typical branch for my trees. Now the next step is to glue on some 12 millimeters static grass. I paint matte medium on the wires and then just sprinkle on like this the static grass and let it dry. So after shaping it, I paint the branches. Here you can see the backside of a branch, which was painted, and then I sprinkle them with a mixture of 2 millimeter grass fibers and fine turf in a sort of 50-50 mixture, and I apply that over it, and then these very fine detailed branches come out. So now next step of course is to drill some holes and attach the branches to the trees. I go as low as I want. I can choose to make more branches on the front side, for instance, than on the back side. I can decide how low I want to go, and below that I will make dead branches made of this material. These are dug out roots from raspberry bushes that we had in the vegetable garden, and I washed them. I washed off the mud and the dirt, and then this sort of wood branches come out. So these are roots. They're very fine, and I just drill holes in the trunk and attach them to it. And I always take some of the very fine things with me as well. Sometimes they fall off, but there's no harm in that. But It's very fine and very detailed. So here you can see I've drilled holes in the trunk and I've prepared a batch of branches. So I can go to work now and finish this tree. And attach our first branch to the tree. Like so. So there you go, that's the start of our tree. So that's enough branches for now. I have test fitted it on the layout and now I'm going to add dead branches. I always try to cut them off in a sort of pointy way so that they will stick into the tree better. Now let's dip it into super glue and find ourselves a spot for it. There we are. You see, you get dirty fingers from making trees. I even have a piece of iron wire here, which is just a straight branch, I suppose. So let's find a place for it. See? Very fine one here, which we will try to find a small hole for. Some of the holes I made a little bit bigger with a thicker drill. So that the bigger branches will fit in. Like here's a bigger hole. The thing is though that you have to fill them in because otherwise you see the hole. And the smaller holes, well, they're not that obvious. So you can leave some of them open. Nobody will see it. Now there we are. So next thing up is I'm mixing some colors. This is sea gray. This is olive drab. And this is whole red, which is actually a sort of brownish color. So I mix them up. And then with a really wet brush I color the tree a little bit. So I touch up the ends that are light in their wood color. And I touch up the trunk a little bit. Also masking some wire that I still see here and there. And here you see it on the layout. So happy with that. I'm going to build some more trees. Do that off camera and be right back. So here you see our first forest dwellers. The forest is ready. As you can see, I've made some roots on the trees that are nearby. They're still a bit wet from the glue, but yeah, gives a bit of a realistic detail. I didn't do that for all the trees. You can see the one that is farther away here that doesn't have roots, but these ones I thought it would be nice to make some roots. The forest is finished now. You can see that it really looks like you're standing inside a forest looking out, which was the intention. And also a nice detail is that if you look on the top side, this is very well lit by the LED lighting I have. So this is very well lit, and the forest beneath it is a bit shadowy. You can't really see it very well because the camera adjusts for the light very quickly. But yeah, I'm very pleased actually. So this is the big forest. I've been working on it for now, I think 4 or 5 weeks, and very happy with the result. Here you see the smaller trees, of which I made a small tutorial how to build them, and I think the level of detail is well, quite well. So I'm very pleased with how this forest turned out. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks again for watching, and see you again next time.